Hello everybody! Today I'm going to talk about finding duplicates in array. This coding problem is frequently asked in Java interviews. It also shows how use of right data structure can improve the performance. So let's see how to solve the problem. I'm going to use three most popular approaches. First one is brute force, second one using set data structure, and last one using map. The first one is pretty straightforward. All you do is get first element and compare it with all other elements in the array. Then you get the second one and compare it again. Then you get the third one and so on and so forth. There are two for loops, so it will take n² time to find the answer. That's a lot. Let's look at second one. The second one using set data structure. All you need to know is that set doesn't allow duplicates. It means whenever you try to insert a duplicate, it will not be allowed. As add method in a set returns boolean. It means whenever it returns false, there is a duplicate. It will use only one loop over the array, so the time will be linear. Okay, and the last approach, using map. This is my favorite approach, because it can be extended to count duplicates as well, not just tell if there is a duplicate or not. A map consists of keys and values. So all you need to do is to check if map contains the element or not. If it does, you increment the count, the value. Otherwise, insert new element with count 1. When you iterate over your array, when there is no more elements left, you can iterate over the map and all the elements with values more than 1, with values bigger than 1, are your duplicates. Pretty simple. Let's write a code for that. I'm gonna write 3 different methods, each for checking if there is a duplicate, but using different approaches, as we discussed. First gonna be straightforward, second one using set data structure, and last one using map. Each of them will return boolean, true if there is a duplicate, if the duplicate was found, and false if it wasn't. And each method will accept array of integers as an argument. So let's do that. First approach is a straightforward approach which will use 2 for loops. This is not effective at all because it will eventually get us to n² time, but there's not much we can do about this approach. So let's do that. E++, right? And second loop, we're using j, which equals e+1, till j, let's array length j++. And the condition we want to check is simple as well. If element in I position equals to element in j position. If it does, it means there is a duplicate and we return true. Else, if we didn't return anything on those loops, I'm gonna return false. Duplicate wasn't found. That's it with the first approach. The second one, using set data structure. So let's create a set first. We're using an array of integers, so put integer over here, call it set, new hash set. Now again, I need to loop through all element in array and add them to set. As you remember, I mentioned before, set doesn't allow duplicates. And add method in set already returned boolean itself. It means it returned false if there is a duplicate, if you couldn't add element to the set. Okay, I'm going to use for each loop here. Element, it's faster gonna be for each element in array. I'm gonna check condition, which is adding element to set itself. So if this is true, it means the element was added. But if this is false, the element wasn't added, that means it's a duplicate. There is a duplicate, and for duplicate we want to return true. Otherwise, there is no duplicates in array, and I'm returning false. Pretty simple. We're done with the second part. Last one left. My favorite one. We're creating map. Again, let's create a map. As I already mentioned, map contains key and value. Both of them gonna be integers in our case. And call it map equals to map. Still I need a for loop for each element. Element in array. And right now I'm going to check if map itself contains a key. Key is element of the array, a number. It's element. So if it does already, I'm gonna return true. As I mentioned, what we're gonna do, we're gonna add elements to the map and check else if it doesn't, and check if map already has an element, I'm just increment the counter. If it doesn't, I'm adding the element to that map. So put element with counter 1, just like that. So as I already mentioned, this task could be extended to the one where you could actually do something with your duplicates. It's why you could, for example, add elements to map and increment counters for duplicates. So the counter for map will be incremented right here, like that. Otherwise, if all elements were unique, we never return here in our if condition, just return false at the end. False. Okay. That's it. Thank you.